Mogan Carla Mornings backstage at Lollapalooza. Welcome, Mark Ambor.
Thank you for having me.
Very exciting to see you. So you're basically kicking off Lollapalooza. You're starting the whole thing today. Does that make you nervous, excited? How are you feeling?
I'm feeling excited. I'm pumped to be here. Yeah. I hear a lot of amazing things about this festival in terms of playing it. And I came to it last year for the first time to just see. And it's really fun vibe. I'm really excited. I love Chicago.
Oh, okay. What are some of your favorite parts about Chicago?
Oh, I meant just the fans are always fun every time I come here. But
the bean.
Yeah, no, not the bean. Yeah, no, I'm just the fans and the energy that they bring to all the shows I've ever done here is definitely. It exceeds expectations usually, so it always feels good.
Yeah, so you mentioned coming here last year. What was that experience? You were just here in the crowds?
Yeah, I was
were
just
you
watching.
Were you manifesting like, you know what? A year from now, I'm performing Lolla.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of was, honestly. I got to see Teddy Swims, and he's like an incredible performer, so that was
he's
awesome.
amazing, yeah.
He's just like the sweetest. I'm sure you guys have.
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah,
he sat right there.
Right there.
There you go. Okay,
now you guys
share
share 2 degrees of separation, same butt space.
I saw the Killers, which was really incredible. Yeah, it was just a really fun. It was a fun day.
Yeah, last year was a lot of fun. This year is too. So tell us your story. Looking into you a little bit, I found this to be so intriguing that you hid this talent of yours for how long, and how did you let the world know that you could sing?
So I grew up playing piano. Like my mom had me take lessons when I was pretty young, like 7 or whatever, and that kind of became. I quit because I didn't like the classical music I was learning, and it became. I would go to my piano and just try to learn songs I was listening to on the radio or on my iPod or by ear.
So you were musical.
Yeah, I guess I always played like an instrument.
Yeah.
I never sang for anyone though. It always felt very weird. I would get all red, and I like hated it. I never did it. And basically, fast forward to the summer before going to college, I didn't want to leave home. I'm from a town in New York called Pleasantville. I love it.
And it's pleasant.
It is pleasant.
You're like, I'm trying to stay here. I get it.
And me and my girlfriend broke up at the time, and I decided to sit at my piano when my parents weren't home and try to write a song, and I did, and I recorded on my phone, and I went to work that night and I sent it to my parents in a group chat.
And they're like, what?
Yeah, pretty much. My parents were like, who's this artist? Dad and I like this song. They're older. They weren't great at technology back then. And I was like, it's me. And they were like, no, it's not. And I was like, it is.
And this is before AI, so you were like, I promise it's me. This is not a deep fake.
Yeah, exactly. And that was kind of just the catalyst that started it all, and I just kept trying.
Are you grateful that was their reaction and they weren't like, why are you sending this song?
Oh, your poor friend.
What is this horrible song? I'm very grateful. I probably wouldn't be here if it weren't for that weird moment.
Yeah.
I'm super curious. You said that this was before you went to college. Did you end up going to college?
Yeah, I did.
What did you study?
Marketing and business analytics. Music was always a passion that grew on the side, actually. So by the end of college, I told I was like, I have to pursue music for at least like a year, or else I'll regret it for the rest of my life. And it was COVID. So that gave me kind of weirdly an excuse to not feel like, for lack of a better word, a loser sitting in my parents' basement pursuing music. And because everyone was home. And I started posting online things, and slowly it started growing.
It just worked.
Luckily.
And you said you started during the pandemic. So how much do you think like social media played a part into your success?
Honestly, it played a huge part. Like, I was in my parents' basement making music, and it gave me the ability to reach a lot of eyes that I never had.
Yeah, and so you've got a song like "Belong Together," which blew up on TikTok.
Yeah.
When you're making,
yeah, we sang together for a second. Did you hear that?
I did, and actually you harmonized. That was really great. But when you're making music now, are you chasing that high? Like, does that come into your mind, or do you go, you know what, that sounds great, but I got to make the music for me?
It's hard to not do the first thing, but I've been finding that if I chase that first feeling that you described, I don't think I'll ever make another good thing again. I think Belong Together came from a place that was honest and me, and at that time specifically felt very good to sing and make and write. And I think I just have to keep doing that, and eventually there will be more of whatever, that song's success brought me. And I think,
But it feels good, right?
It feels great.
And you're looking at these numbers, and you're like, oh my God, look at
it's
these
crazy.
People enjoying what I wrote.
It's insane. It especially like when you're in Amsterdam and there's all these people sing your song, or like some German city or something, I don't know, Paris.
And you're like, whoa, it reached here.
Yeah, you're like, damn, I guess, yeah.
Well, there's a line in Belong Together, and it's like, obviously you know it, cold iced tea and warm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know in the writing process, sometimes when you're rhyming stuff, you end up choosing like different things. Was there ever another thing that you were going to put in there instead of warm iced tea and warmer weather?
No.
Like chocolate, ice cream, and...
I honestly, I think, I'm trying to remember, that was the first line that I wrote. It was those 2 lines are the first 2 I wrote, and I just sang them at like as is, and I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. I do like iced tea. Actually, it was weird. I think for whatever reason, maybe I had an iced tea that week or something. I was just like, I thought it'd be a cool lyric. I like remember putting that in my head, and then it just came to mind at that moment, and I don't know. It was the first 2 lines I wrote for that song, though.
Oh,
that's really cool.
Yeah.
This isn't the one that you wrote about your ex-girlfriend, though, is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. That song hasn't been out, or hasn't come out.
Oh.
It probably never will, actually.
Oh, really?
My dad has it on his phone. Yeah.
It's probably for the best because Mercury's in retrograde, and I feel like your ex would text you. And you don't need that right now, that distraction. You're about to go on stage.
Exactly.
You know, I saw that you taught yourself, so you said you took piano lessons, but you taught yourself the guitar, but you also taught yourself like GarageBand, right?
Yeah. Which became which is Logic now, which is yeah.
So when you go, do you ever go back and listen to like the early first stuff you did when you were just kind of like tinkering around? And is that a cringe experience? Or are you like...
I actually have this weird fear that when I go and listen to like bad stuff that I previously made, that it's gonna like seep into like my brain. And so I like really try to not. It's totally irrational, but I'm just like, oh god, this is so bad, and I just like turn it off and like try to get away from it. But yeah, I do sometimes go check it out.
It's all growth, right? That's how I feel when I listen to like early days of me on the radio.
Yeah.
I used to just yell for no reason, and I don't fall back into
What's up? It's Smoke.
Yeah. What up? Yeah.
We know better.
Yeah, but you grow, and so but that's so cool that you were able to teach yourself that stuff, and so you have your own studio. You've just been able to build your own career yourself.
Yeah, I mean, with people here and there that help, I'd say guide it. Yeah, I'm very grateful for that. I really enjoy the whole process of like writing it and producing it, and now I've gotten to really work with a band the past year, and I've always loved bands. Honestly, sometimes more than solo stuff, especially when like I'm a fan. There's something about watching a band dynamic on stage that I find so exciting.
It's bigger.
Exactly. There's like more energy that's going on up there to like latch onto. So I've really enjoyed my band, and they've been involved in stuff I've been making.
Right on.
And this is the first like festival circuit that you're doing, right?
Yeah, this summer is my first summer festivals. Yeah.
So what are you most excited about?
Well, we did Gov Ball, and we were just in Europe doing a bunch of festivals there, and we have a few left. It's so fun. It's so fun playing to people that don't know who you are.
Exactly. So with that, there's going to be a lot of potential new fans here that are going to be like, oh my gosh, is that Mark? Like Kitty Patootie and he can sing? So what do you want your new fans to know about you? Like what's something that is that thing that you want them to walk away with?
I hope as simple as it is, I really hope that if they're at my set and they get to watch the whole thing, that honestly just brings a smile to their face. It's a memory that they feel good at, they're enjoying themselves, and I think that's really it. I think there's something kind of profound about just being happy for a moment.
Yeah, and I hope you enjoy that moment. I mean, how incredibly insane is it that you're performing Lollapalooza today and kicking off this big festival?
It's crazy.
Last year you were in the crowd, and this year you're on the stage. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's awesome. We're really glad that you're here. We wish you the best of luck, and we can't wait to catch your set.
Thank you so much for having me.